This light look bad on the... Hey everybody, it's Derek, and today I'm doing an office changeover. I'm going to start doing some tutorials about Adobe Fresco and some other iPad stuff, and I've been publishing new tutorials every Wednesday and Friday, but my office is all torn apart. So I figured we'd use the opportunity to do a quick office tour. So, I don't know where we really want to start other than this is the office. Welcome to my space. It's just a bedroom in the house, guys. So a couple things I want to show you that's really helped though with this process. We're just going to dive in everything from like the sound paneling. This is something that I had made at the other place we lived because I knew we were going to be moving. So I went to the hardware store and I had them cut a piece of board for me, use some picture wire stuff to hang it, and then got spray mount, and I bought these sound panels off Amazon. So I have a bunch of these around the office and I just use them to knock down the sound so it sounds better in here. And also you'll notice on the wall over here I've got this huge shag carpet, and basically what I did with this is just went to a local furniture store, grabbed a carpet, and then I've been using A-clamps. You can get these at the hardware store, they're like $1. And so if you take the back piece off of this thing, you can throw a screw through it into the stud on the wall. So I just have them hang on the wall, and that way I can hang everything from, in this case, carpet to over here. I've got my backdrop here, follow me so you can see this here. So basically I've got a backdrop rod, but there's not enough room in this office to have the stands that come with it. They look a lot like this light stand, but they're just bigger and beefier. So what we did is we just hung some hardware from the ceiling and do it this way. So then at the bottom of this, basically when I go to record a video, I just drop my backdrop, and then behind it I've got my closet filled with bags, my guitars, some drone stuff, all kinds of stuff. But the reason why I'm bringing this up to show you, as you can see across the bottom, I've got a ton more of those A-clamps, and I use it like even up here just to hold it in place where I want it to be. So super handy, and like I said, they're like $1 a piece. So then the other thing that I do is when I'm recording, I usually use this Canon 80D, and it's been great to work with. And what I'll do is actually use a boom stand for, usually you'd see this if you're going to be a guitar player, you know, singing. It gives you room to play your guitar and whatever. But the reason why I like it is because I can, for one, I'm tall, so it makes it so I can get it taller than a traditional tripod. But on top of that, it comes up and bends out over the desk. So when I'm using, I've got this Logitech 4K webcam, so when I do live streams and stuff, I can use this with the mount. I'll take the mount off of this and put it on here, so that way I've got my webcam if I need to use a webcam. I also can swap out, so I'm still playing with how I want to set this up, but I might use a GoPro to film when I'm doing the iPad tutorial. So I bought a little bracket, this little blue bracket, to attach it to this mount and the camera body here, so I can throw my GoPro in here, and then I can just swap cameras in and out. So I could throw this on here real easy, or I could throw it up here real easy. So that was my thought process for going that way. And this is actually just a Rode boom pole. So on the end of it, let's see, I just have this little clamp thing going on where I just took one of the Joby heads off of a Joby GorillaPod, put it on this, and then hooked it up there. Usually on the end of this is my shotgun mic. So I've got this bracket that would be here, and I throw my NTG4 Pro through here to get crispy audio without having to have the microphone in the shot. But lately I've just been using this mic. It's the Shure SM7B because it just sounds so amazing. So I've been using this a lot too. I got kids at home, and I have the Rode Procaster, which I really love. The Procaster actually knocks down way more noise as far as if you're not directly on the mic. If you're off the mic at all, it cuts down a lot of noise, which is great for when you've got kids around, or other noises like the neighbors mowing the lawn and stuff. But that's my basic setup. I've got the Rode PSA-1 boom arm. Sometimes when Jenna and I do our podcast, we have these, what is this even, Gator framework stand, which is nice because you can just throw it right on the desk, throw a mic on the end, and then that way you don't have to have, in this case, this is an uplift desk. guys, I'm gonna be all over the place. I've got a ton of gear. I've never done a gear video like this before, so let me know if this is even helpful or if I'm just rambling, but comment below what you think. There should be links below too, but this is my uplift desk, and because it's so thin, I can actually throw the bracket for this microphone for this PSA one arm. It just clamps onto it. But if you get a desk that's bigger, or I've done some, I've gone to hotels sometimes to record courses when I just know it's too noisy at home, and so I'll bring one of these because I can set it anywhere and I don't have to worry about if the desk is the right size or not. So what else? Okay, we got the iPad, we got the Mac. I record usually when I'm doing my captures. What I'll do is I'll use ScreenFlow on my Mac to capture the screen, and the audio will be coming from this microphone down into a cloud lifter, which boosts the signal by about 20 decibels. And then it comes into this Focusrite Claret 2 Pre interface, which then comes into here to mash that audio together. And then what I'll do is back to the camera. So I have the ADD, let me sneak past you. The ADD over here somewhere, depending on where it's going to be. And what I like to do is actually hook this up to this old monitor I have, which is currently sitting on my guitar pedal flight case, which is sitting on a keyboard, musical keyboard stand. And so what I do is I'll just throw this set up behind wherever the camera ends up to be, and that way, let's turn this on here. So that way on the screen, I can see if it's recording, I can see myself in focus and just make sure it's actually recording, and if I'm about to run out of battery and whatever else. And then what I'll use is I'll use my phone with the Canon, I think it's the Canon Capture app, so I can actually start and stop the camera from my phone app. So that way I can just sit down and do the tutorials and keep going with things. So that's how I do the camera setup. And then as far as these studio lights, these are the Westcott Basics. It comes with the kit. It's there's 3 of them. I think it was about $500 or $600. It's the D5 light. They're basic. I love them. They've done a really good job with lighting. It comes with 3. It comes with a square, it comes with the octabox, and then it comes with a strip bank over here, which is great. I love it, but I mean, these things are huge, so it's been difficult to have them all fit where I want them to be, so I've been looking at getting an LED panel, but I haven't done that yet. What else? That's pretty much, I mean, that's most of how I'm doing this. I've got, back to this boom pole, this is a Rode boom pole, and it's sitting on a C-stand, just a basic C-stand, and it's nice because I can either hang cameras from it or mics from it, like I said earlier. And that's most of how I capture my tutorials and the videos that I'm doing. So we recently moved. It's kind of a work in progress. I've never done the screen capture with an iPad before. Actually, I take that back. I just did the Adobe Fresco tutorial, but I'm trying to find a way to do it better and make it look better. So that's why the office is a mess today, because I'm tearing it apart and playing with some different things. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Comment below if you like this video, if you have any ideas on other things you want to see, as well as stay tuned for more, especially with Adobe Fresco and the iPad. I'll be working on some of that stuff. I've got a Photoshop course coming out soon, and that's pretty much it, guys. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button down below, subscribe, tap the bell to get notified with new videos coming out, and thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.